Hello. I want to straighten up the camera a little. We're a little crooked there today. Welcome to the Toad All Morning Show. Annette is off today just because her schedules have been a little goofy since we're down a person, but she's all right. She just took the day off because we got the book crawl coming up this Saturday. The Rockford Indie book crawl. There's 5 stores, all of us having a big sale. So that's coming up. Definitely want to join us for that if you're local. It's the biggest book sale of the year. It's definitely a day you want to be here. But again, shout out to Matt. I offered him to give him a shot to be on the show today. He said, I'll do the production, and that's fine. But how would you guys think of that intro, huh? You like that wall? We figured out a way to do the kind of the wall for you guys before, and we'll do it probably at the end of the video for a little bit, so you guys can see that on the intro and the outro. DJ D says birthday's tomorrow, so he'll be in for his 50% off. I wish that worked that way. Good try though. Keep trying. We also want to highlight our sponsor, Toad Hall. We got our hoodie. This is the last call on these hoodies. This is the. He's gonna straighten it out for me. We have it's negative like 5 degrees here today. So it's a good day for a hoodie. So yeah, this is the 50th anniversary design, which is going back into the vault here. I think we have one small shirt left, and then we got just about all sizes of the hoodie left. But once those are gone, that's going to be it. So I'll do a next part here. We've got what day it is. So today is National Drink Wine Day, which is good because it's chilly. It's Gambia Independence Day, but one of the biggest ones is it's National Battery Day. There's a little double A. Where would we be without the batteries, huh? It's in our houses and in our cars and all over the place. I think the battery is set to make some major moves here in the next 20 years. So I think I saw a chart of the amount of batteries that the world needs and the amount of batteries we have now, and we're like at 1% of what we need. So the battery is going to be a very powerful and influential thing here in the next 20 years. Something just so simple as a battery. You'd think we'd have that down by now, but. All right, on to birthday. Hold on, there's Pluto Day. I don't want to live out Pluto. Thumb Appreciation Day. National Crab Stuffed Flounder Day. The craziest one on today's list is Cow Milked While Flying in an Airplane Day. Don't know why. Maybe that's why we're having so many accidents lately. People are milking their cows while they're flying. I don't know. But yeah, happy birthday to DJ D. Happy birthday. We're going to get into the musical birthdays of the week. Starting with, there was a ton today, guys. Tom Jones, it was his birthday today. He died in 2023. But who's turning 92 today? Yoko Ono is 92 today. I can't believe she's 92. I mean, the Beatles, I guess McCartney's into his 80s. I'm thinking Lennon would have been in his 80s. I can't believe Yoko was that much older than those guys. But I got a Plastic Ono Band live piece in Toronto, 69. Look at this. It's an import. This is an original import for any you Beatle collectors out there. Look at that. That thing is like mint. And it's the original UK label. Looks awesome. Other birthdays. We've got a bunch today, guys. We've got Irma Thomas, Buddy Cage, Dennis DeYoung from Styx, a local guy. Styx. There's a Dennis DeYoung. Local. Desert Moon is his solo record for $8. Here's Equinox for 10. If you're into Styx or Dennis DeYoung. Can't forget Dre. Don't want to forget about Dre. He turned 60 today. Dr. Dre. Influential West Coast rapper. We've also can't forget John Travolta, actor. Obviously most known to be an actor, but we give him the musician part for being in Grease and Saturday Night Fever. Regina Spektor, Kamasi Washington, if you're into newer jazz. We've also got some K-pop on here. with J Hope. But yeah, Jules Santana. Maybe you remember he did some hip hop rap artists in the '90s. So yeah, a lot of great birthdays today. So shout out to those guys. I'm gonna sleeve up this record before I scratch it because I can see it's like perfect. I love getting these UK import. I think it's a UK import. Let me see what it says here. It is keep a C. It's a German. It looks German. It's Gemma. Easily VG plus though. It's got a few scuffs on side B. Otherwise, it's clean. So yeah, it's kind of weird to do this without a net, but here we are. I've got a mountain. I got literally 2 crates of used vinyl that Matt has worked through this last week. I've got some highlighted, some really great gems. We also got some imported new vinyl that came in, and we can show those off. Let's get in the chat here. Yeah, Yoko was much older than John by like 8 years, so yeah, it makes sense of why she's 92. You just don't think about that kind of thing, you know? Record story list. I spent 5 hours yesterday going through the record story list, line by line, item by item, listening to a lot of these bands. And I finally got my deep dive, right? I don't really look at the list a lot until I have to do the deep dive. You know, the easy ones are the Taylor Swifts and the Stone Temple Pilots. You know, I look at how many people are looking at that, and I put it in my order. I don't really need to listen to them. I know they're going to be hits. The hard ones where I have to really get my fingers into them are the new stuff, the stuff they only made 1,200 of or 1,500 of or 2,000 of. Who are they? What are they? What kind of music is it? And a few things stood out. As you guys are obviously have seen, a lot of live stuff this year. That's kind of a trend we've seen continue for a lot of years. But I've also seen a lot of female-oriented bands, a lot of pop stuff coming up, which is great to see. And the 90s. Lots. I don't know who they got over there digging up these 90s gems, but there are a lot. I mean, a lot of 90s hidden or lost artists that probably only came out on CD, didn't make it huge, but really cool stuff. So if you're into like post-punk, 90s, I mean, any part of the 90s stuff, the female vocal side, the pop stuff, the punk stuff, the post-grunge stuff, there are artists hidden in this list that you're really going to like. DJG says tomorrow's birthdays are Chapel Roan, Seal, and Smokey Robinson. So, man, we got a loaded week this week for February birthdays. There were some really strange things on the list. One of the strangest things I saw was I lost my train of thought here. It wasn't Lou Rawls. It was basically a noise record. There was some, whacked out jazz stuff. There was a pinball soundtrack, which I was really excited about because of my pinball connections. Yeah, Lou Reed, Metal Machine Music. Guys, if you haven't listened to Metal Machine Music, there's not even songs. It's just one long track of, like, noise. Metal on metal noise, which DJD loves that stuff, so I'm going to bring it in for you. But yeah, the Lou Reed Metal Machine Noise, interesting record, crazy record. There's some old school like ska on here. Obviously, there's a lot of hip hop. They didn't do as much hip hop this year, I feel, because the 50 years of hip hop was last year. There's still a lot of good hip hop on here and old school stuff. One of them was the label mate of Notorious B.I.G. And Notorious is on it. Oh, he says that it's tape loops. Lou Reed says it's all tape loops. But yeah, it's basically just a noise record. Some of the stuff you expect to see, like Jazz Dispensary. Every year we get Doors, we get Dead. Taylor Swift 7-inch is going to be huge this year. The Charlie XCX piece is going to be big. They're doing all the Harry Potters. They're doing all the Harry Potter soundtracks, which we've never had in the store before. So that's going to be interesting to see how those go. Black Sabbath record that's never been on vinyl before. But yeah, I mean, I really felt that there's something for everybody. And the things that maybe you don't know or you're not familiar with are worth probably doing a little deep dive on. So, but yeah, I put in my numbers. Pat is going to be entering those at home today and probably tomorrow. Orders are due, I believe, midnight tomorrow. So we've got some spreadsheets to get through. But we pretty much got our numbers in, and we're gonna go forward from that. Then we get to start preparing for Records Today. Although we got a little time for that. It's still about just under 2 months away. And then, this weekend we got the book crawl, so we're all kind of focused on that. All right, moving on to some of the best records that were traded in here in the last week. Number one being an original 1968 Scranton Press David Axelrod Song of Innocence. And this thing, I don't think it's perfect, but it has like one extremely light scuff on one side. It's easily mint minus still. Cover's got a little ring wear. We have $300 on that. That was the gem of what came in this week. I'm going to move this. Let's pull the sweatshirt off. I'll pull the sweatshirt off. And then that way I can get in there. Yeah, there it is. Is that better? Yeah. So yeah, that's the gem of the week. $300 on that. Hard to find original first presses like that. I know we're out of season, but Amy Grant, Tennessee Christmas. $100 on this bad boy. Obviously out of print, hard to find. And we had her first Christmas record, and that one was out of print, worth some money too. How about a Greek import of Revolver? Mint minus. Look at that label. Check out this label, guys. Greek import of Revolver. Had some nice Beatles stuff in this week. This is a PD copy, first press of Let It Be. PD refers to the initials at the end of one of the sides. On Maggie May, they credit PD, public domain, on the first pressings. We got 55 on that. If you're a Cheap Trick fan, we got a Fuse. It's VG. It's not perfect, but we rarely get them in. And obviously with all the Cheap Trick fans around, well, for $40. Here is a Dark Side of the Moon VG Plus. It has the posters. It's missing the postcards. But if you can wrangle up the postcards, that thing will be worth $100. We have 60 on it. Posters are in good shape. New Order Substance. Is this 2LP? This is single LP. It is 2LP. It just feels really light. But yeah, it's an original, ultrasonically cleaned. We got $50 on that. Now this is crazy. Pick it up. This is a soundtrack to ska in the 90s. It's on Color Explosion vinyl. Check out that color vinyl. It's pretty rare too. It's out of print. Look, you can see on the sticker here, they hand numbered them. There's only 1,000 of those made. Obviously that was a while ago. We got $100 on that. MC5, kick out the jams, MFers. This is the edited version, unfortunately. It does have a little bit of water damage here on the bottom, but it looks pretty good. $35. This seems like a pretty solid deal to me. How about Zeppelin bootlegs? Oh, DJD said I missed the best birthday today. Vanna White. I search music birthdays, so my apologies to Vanna White. Because where would we be without Vanna? I wouldn't be showing these records off this way. Led Zeppelin Sin City Social bootleg from, it looks like 73. Nope, it's a compilation. It's all different dates on this. It looks like they kind of put a bunch of tapes together, put that out. Okay, now these came in last week. I may or may not have showed these off. I think I did show this one off. Original Stairway to Heaven has the hype sticker on it, which you never see them with that hype sticker. We got $40 on that. Now this one's new. Sting, Nothing Like the Sun. Sting is on tour, and he's making his rounds to all the Hard Rocks. They just announced Sting coming to the Northern Indiana Hard Rock, which I would bet he's going to end up in Rockford. They seem to get the announcements before we do in Northern Indiana, and then the Rockford ones comes out. It's like, oh my gosh, Sting is coming to Rockford. I bet there's a better than 50% chance that Sting ends up in Rockford. So that's pretty cool. A little heads up on that. Check out this 1996 original press of Hootie and the Blowfish, Fairweather Johnson. Ultrasonically cleaned, we got $70 on that. And a nice sleeve for you. I've never had that record, I don't think, ever used in my shop. And then this week we got 2 of them. Which, that's just the way things go, guys. I see Matt posted here, the Beatles recorded You Got to Hide Your Love Away and Tell Me What You See at Abbey Road Studios today in 65. All right, so that's kind of the gems, the highlights of all the used stuff we got in this week. A lot of good stuff. We've been getting a lot of great trade-ins this week. So we're really happy about that. But now I got some imports. I got some stuff that it's kind of hard to find on this side of the pond. How about a Supertramp Breakfast in America picture disc? This came over the ocean. We got $30 on this. Great classic record. Kind of hard to find right now. They need to reissue that again. This I was supposed to have for Valentine's Day, but I screwed up and I didn't finish my order. But I got a heart-shaped P.S. I Love You and Love Me Do on heart-shaped vinyl. I believe they only made 200 of these in England. I had to import these. They're $34. If you're a Beatles collector, I doubt that you're going to find a lot of these. So, yeah, we got 10 of them left. I don't know how they did that. I can't believe that they even allowed that. I don't know if maybe that's an England-only piece or what. Man, we got everyone posting and things. This day in music, February 66, Brian Wilson began recording The Good Vibrations. How about that? But yeah, if you're a Beatles collector, you might want to jump on those. I don't think they're going to last too long. ABBA Gold, which we cannot keep ABBA in. This is their greatest hits, 2 LP set. Let me move this thing just a little closer to me so I can put my arm in here. I'm fat fingering it here today. Here we go. We got $39 on this, 2 LP. Sinatra Platinum Collection, which is a 2 LP, back in stock for $38. Very best of the Rat Pack, which we've had a few times, $34. But I believe this is like one of the only Rat Pack records we can get. Dean, Sammy, and Sinatra all on one record. Portishead Dummy, which does get kind of hard to find over here, $36. And James Brown live at the Apollo. They gave him this cool cover. It's only $20. It's on clear vinyl. Definitely some cool records coming in. ABBA is backwards. It is. It's always back. Must have shown it backwards, but it's the same frontwards and backwards, if that's what you're meaning. All right. Let's get into all the stuff that Matt priced this week. It's a couple crates worth. I don't know if it's everything he did this week, but it's a lot of stuff. And you know me, I got to kind of go through all this stuff. Guys, if you haven't liked and subscribed, I know we got some new people in here. Most of you guys are regulars, but if you're not, definitely subscribe. We're going to get some Record Store Day stuff going on coming up soon. Doing some videos, doing some chat. I've been a little late on that stuff, but we'll get in there. It feels like a lot, he says. So yeah, I'll kind of flip through some of this stuff pretty fast. This is the Southern Hillman Fury Band. This is Dave Mason. Is this the best of Dave Mason? This is Jefferson Airplane. The Babies. How about Surf City Jane and Dean? It's discounted down because it's got a little water damage, like $4. Prelude, In Vitro, Climax. One of my favorite ones we had a discussion about, SS Fools, which has to be a Yacht Rock Bandit. It's just got to be. Stars. A bunch of Stars records. Jefferson Airplane, 30 Seconds Over Winterland. Monkey's Greatest Hits. Jay Giles Band, Morning After. War, Love Is All Around, still an original shrink wrap. Here is Steppenwolf, At Your Birthday Party. More Steppenwolf. For ladies only. Steppenwolf. Which one is this? This one's Slow Flux. Paris. Jeff Beck, Wired. Spotlight on the Searchers, which I don't recognize this record at all. Is this a 2 LP? 24, yep, track double album. some different stuff in here, like this Billy J. Kramer. This is an import as well. I don't know that I've ever seen this record either. Import, it's only worth, it's like $5. It's pretty cheap. Eddie Money. Jim Croce, Greatest Hits. I know some of these have some water damage, but you know what? They're discounted down. The Eddie Money is only like $5. So, that's pretty good. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Street Action. James Gang Rides Again. Foghat Night Shift. Head East. This is Jefferson Airplane, the Cigar Box album. All right. Here's one of my favorites. Seeds of Love. An original Seeds of Love. Got about 25 on it. Tears for Fears. The Great Babies album. The Babies Need a Reunion. Be called adults. The Gramps. Yeah, pretty much. They're right there. Chicago. I believe this is their greatest hits. Their earlier greatest hits. But it was number 9. So if you're keeping track of the Chicago numbers. Ted Nugent, Double Live Gonzo, Spandau Ballet Singles, Miles Davis, Greatest Hits, 10,000 Maniacs. I know there's some 80s fans out there. You might dig that record. Rain Batam.
Annette's in the show.
Oh, Annette's jumped in. Hi, Annette. She's going to take care of chat for a minute here. Here is more Jefferson Airplane, discounted because it's a little water damaged. Humble Pie, Rolling Stones' Greatest Hit, German Press, Best of 3 Dog Night, imported. Joe Cocker's Greatest Hits. This is Brandon Meyer, Pat Benatar Live, OJ's Family Reunion, ELO, Diana Ross, Tracy Chapman. Ooh, all right. I'm glad this came up. Did you guys see that the first Tracy Chapman record is being reissued? Finally. I don't think it's ever happened in the 20 years we've had this store. This is not it. But the iconic Tracy Chapman album's coming out the week before Record Store Day, and there will be an indie exclusive orange vinyl, and we will have it. We are excited to see that. But yeah, this one you don't see either. Crossroads. Obviously been out of print. What year is this? This is 89. So, I mean, in 1989, there wasn't a lot of vinyl being pressed. It was pretty much all CD. Kenny G. We got some 3 Dog Night Gold Biscuits. Ooh, now we're into some rock stuff. Van Halen. Fair Warning. Cars Panorama. Steely Dan Gaucho. Lou Rawls. Here's a late 80s Bodines. Doesn't say a year. 86. Abracadabra. Future Shock by Herbie Hancock. Great record. Supertramp Free as a Bird, a record you don't see super often. All right, Take Me to the River is the big hit on Talking Heads. Original hype sticker. More songs about buildings. We got some Doobie Brothers. This is like a Doobie Brothers single. Promo single, What a Fool Believes, and Don't Stop to Watch the Wheels. Promo single. Doobie Brothers are on tour this summer. They're going across the whole country with the Coral Reefers from Jimmy Buffett. So, yeah, GGG say we can have Fast Car on vinyl, finally. Yes. I mean, that record has been produced back in the day, but it was worth a lot of money. I don't know what it's worth today, but, you know, with the reissue coming, I'm sure that the value took a little hit, but. Yes, Tormato, ELO Discovery, Jethro Tull, more ELO, A New World. Here's a nice Pet Sounds. You don't get original Pet Sounds in. It is the Duophonic. It's only $12 though. It's pretty cheap. Here's the original Amy Grant Christmas record. So you can get them both, guys. It's VG. It's a little rough, but it's only $25. These were going for probably over $100 online if they're in good shape. So that's a pretty good discount. Martha and the Vandells, Heat Wave, another group you don't see very often. Or Supertramp, Piano Man, and Rumors. If you don't have a copy, then how can you call yourself a vinyl collector? If you don't have like 5 copies of that record. We got one more crate, and I'm going to let you guys go today. It goes a lot faster without a net, which I don't think that's a good thing. It's just a statement. All right, we got one more stack. And guys, if you want anything that you see in the show, you know how to dibs us, call us. Matt will take your phone call. We'll get your info. We'll ship it to you. So anything you see that you want, let me know. Because these are going to get filed. So this is kind of your last chance to grab them before they get into the bins. I think our camera's getting wonky again on us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I got to get that thing tightened up. All right. Brownsville Station. Record you don't see too often. 1972. A Night on the Town. Interesting record. It's only $6. I'm betting that that's probably not a very common record. Tres Hombres. Gotta love it. We got a bunch of the blues. These are the British blues compilations. If you're collecting these, we got a bunch of these in. There's a whole set of those. The Best of the Move. Looks like it's a 2LP gatefold. What do we got on this thing? $12. Little River Band. Ooh, big band era. Vintage sealed. I'm going to put that aside because I got a spot for vintage sealed that goes on our website. Girl groups. It's got Shangri-La's, Diana Ross, Mary Wells, Dixie Cups. We might have shown that last week. I'm not sure. Endless Summer by the Beach Boys. Little Richard's Greatest Hits. 20-song record. Can't Eat in Concert. Willie Nelson Stardust. Willie Nelson and Ray Price. UFO Lights Out. That might be an import. Let me look at this. Oh, no, it's domestic. Just feel the jacket feels weird. How about Leslie West from Mountain? You never get Leslie West records. He's the original wild hair guy. There he is right there on the cover. But pretty cool. He has a little solo career there for a while. 10 years after. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Captain Beefheart. This should probably go on the wall. You don't ever get Captain Beefheart records. It's not too expensive. We got 16 on it. Dark Side of the Moon, in case you know somebody needs a copy. Felix Cavalier. Don't know that record at all. Time of the Zombies. What do we got here? About $23, $22. 2 LP set. Probably the only used Zombies record we have in the whole store. Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits. Kansas. This is Carole King's Simple Things. Best of Tommy James and Shondells. We sell a lot of these records. Chambers Brothers, Shout. Chai Coltrane. I'm assuming this is John Coltrane's daughter. Let me know in the comments. Random thought. Let's see. Yeah, Whatnot auctions. Yeah, we might want to do some auctions in the future here. I need to schedule it with Matt because Matt's going to have to be there, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'd love to start doing some more live auctions again. Sabotage. Blue Oyster Cult Secret Treaties. Armageddon. Blue Oyster Cult. Self-titled. Chipmunks in Hollywood. Which vintage sealed. So is this 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. That's vintage sealed. We got a vintage sealed section on our website, or at least we're going to. But Tommy James and Shondells, Something Special. Spanky and Arguing's Greatest Hits. The Shirelles. Gene Pitney. Soft Cell. Atlantis. ARS. Rainbow Live on Stage. Ram Jam. Poisette, Dart Band, Joe Walsh, Lucifer's Friend, which is hard stuff to get. Where the Groupies Killed the Blues. Sugarloaf, Sheila E. We got a bookends with the original hype on there. JoJo Grunge, Best of George Harrison, War's Greatest Hits, and Police Ghost in the Machine. Those are all going out today. See what we got here. Seeing Theory of the Dead Man with Aaron Jones and Mick Blankenship Unplugged show Thursday. That'll be great. Yeah, Crafty says great trade. Yeah, we've had some really nice stuff coming in. We're really excited to like those cream of the crop stuff. We've also got really good gear in this week. I had I'll put this back in the photo here. I had some nice Marantz pieces come in. 1060 in the matching tuner in the wood case, and they're perfect. I mean, they are perfect. There's not a scratch on them. They were obviously in one owner until we got it, and then we recapped it, and it's up for grabs. I also have a nice Pioneer turntable coming in today, a PL41 with the dust cover, and a Sansui 6060, something like that. And that's been recapped as well. So a lot of really quality, classic stereo equipment pieces. A lot of high-end records coming in. We got imports coming in. We got all sorts of stuff coming in. So we're doing everything we can to just keep up with it. But yeah, really excited for this record store day. We'll do like a whole record store day show probably when the stuff starts coming in. But yeah, I spent a lot of hours on this yesterday, so I'm excited to kind of overview it and have a little more fun with it. So if you're local, a book crawl is this Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. T-shirts, posters, biggest book sale of the year. It's one you don't want to miss. Rockford Indie Bookstore crawl. 5 stores involved. We've also got a bunch of restaurants doing drink specials, food specials, that kind of stuff. The whole city's getting in on the party. So thanks so much for watching. If you need to get a hold of us, 815-226-1259. You can buy some of this, like you can buy that Beatles record and this ABBA record right now on our website, toadhallonline.com. We still have $7 flat rate shipping, meaning you can buy that and this and a couple other records, and it's only going to run you $7, which in modern times is pretty cheap. It's a dozen eggs is $5, so you're talking about $7 flat rate shipped no matter where you live in the U.S. We're still doing that great deal. Finally got a Jimmy Page and Black Crowes at the Greek reissues coming when that massive Ozzy box comes out. Wallet's already crying. I get it, man. We got to pay for about, I don't know, probably, I don't know what we'll run for Record Store Day records, but I'm going to guess it's going to be like $50,000 in records. So it's a lot of, I understand 100%. But all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a call. Reach out to us. We're here all day. We're here till 6. If you see something in the show, I know a lot of you guys watch this after the fact, come on in. We're going to do an outro with the walls so you can see everything we have on the walls, and feel free to call and put dibs or ask us questions, whatever. We will take care of you soon. Until next week, guys. See ya.